course, I just made it home and the heater's not working again, so I have to do things. Alright, well, at least I kind of know what I need to be doing this time around, I think. I need to make sure that the number on that thing is over 1 by twisting this, but it's just so to do it. I have no energy for this right now. But it's like right on 1. Why would you not start? And for a second I was like, did I shut off the gas? But no, I didn't. Basically I need to fill it with water because I really don't want to call anyone to come fix this. You do it. Come on. This is like, I just want to eat and take a shower, but no. Okay, after getting a hold of at least one worker, he reminded me of one of the facts that I completely forgot, that apparently it matters which way you plug it into the wall upside down. I forgot about that because there's been so many different things that are wrong with it. I'd probably create a label. But also the guy was rude to me over the phone, and I was nothing but nice. He was telling me, it's like, oh, what about the polarity in the switch? And I was like, oh my god, true, because then it clicked in my brain. As I said that, yeah, and he's like, what's your education? And I'm like, why are what? Like, cosmetologist is like, so do you know how to listen to people who are trying to give you advice? How was that? Like, that was so uncalled for. Like, what the fuck? I literally just said that I fucking understood what you were saying. And I was like, what? And he's like, yes, so the polarity is blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't need a physics lesson. Like, I know because I've already been dealing with this for fucking 6 months. More. I don't even know how many months. Well, yeah, like 6 months. Whatever. What the fuck was that for? Old men? I can't. And literally the way I started the conversation, I was like, hi, I'm so sorry to bother you on this Sunday. If you have a second, I just have a question to ask you about the heater. How? And I'm hungry on top of everything, and I'm tired. I only slept 4 hours. And I could be snappy. Could be. But no, people snap at me. For what reason? Same with the fuck, like I'm leaving the bus, and I had a luggage. I asked him to stop at the stall. He's like, okay, I'm like, oh, but I also need to take out the luggage. He's like, no, okay, go. It's like a bus luggage. He wants me to open it by myself, which, okay, I go, I do. And like, I'm in the very back of the bus, so he can't really see me, right? I open it, and it's filled with luggages. If it wasn't for the guy who was standing right beside me, because it was like, my luggage wasn't even seen. It was like at the very, very, very back. And for a second, I thought the guy was actually going to drive off. Welcome back to Ukraine, where shit like that happens. Yeah. Eventually, the bus driver did come, but the guy helped me. But if the guy wasn't there, anyway, I'm waiting for the bathroom to heat up. I'm gonna take a shower and go get some food, I guess. It's just shocking. I'm just so tired of being alone, fixing everything everywhere that's not even mine. Because I don't have a life. That's a story for another time. I'm living everyone else's life, but not my own. Okay, I am refreshed. I did not wash my hair though, but other than that, everything showered, done. Could finally exfoliate my face. I haven't exfoliated in a whole month. That was not great. Not great. I am starving. So it is still freezing. It did not warm up nearly well enough, at least not well enough for me. I do run cold usually. Yeah, gonna get ready and go eat something at a restaurant that's like close by. My stomach is growling and hurting and it's not good. My hair came out like way too curly, but a little reset, a little emotional breakdown, and off to get food. Okay, the lashes before lamination. Now you might be asking me why did we just do all of this? As you can see, the bar is so high up, it's almost at the ceiling, which doesn't make any sense. So do you remember my forever struggle of no foam? Well, I don't know how to show you, but fuck, how do I show you how much foam there is? There's a lot of foam. Is it like the water? Is the only good thing the water, the hard water source, the foam for the bath? Bath time in Ukraine vibes. Another one. Fuck. Okay, I guess I'll film something. I don't know. I have a show in my headphone. I'm trying to wash these windows properly, but the people who did the windows, they just painted them shut. Also, this thing is annoying me a little bit that I can't open it fully. Only goes side to side. We're gonna have to figure that out. But my idea right now is, for now, it's just gonna be like this. Okay, that's better. Now my idea for the window is to cut it open, which is great. It's exactly what I want to be doing. Fucking idiots. Like, gosh. Okay, maybe it's not gonna work. I'm sweating now. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fucking work. Jesus. Window frames, like the amount of paint that's on them is disgusting. That's the whole issue with them. Like, they're great windows, but there's just, the workers did not do what they were supposed to do whatsoever. They just slapped on a layer of paint on top of already disgusting layer of paint, which is not what we paid them for, but that's how men are. Obviously, unfortunately. Okay, well, this is the only window I can open. Well, good morning. I thought I am gonna have a better night's sleep, go to bed earlier. No, I was anxious and fell asleep at like 4 a.m. And it's snowing right now. Why are you snowing? Oh, so I just took a shower. I still wake up like exactly at 9 because the anthem and the speaker is right here. Took a shower. I did have 2 cocktails yesterday that I made. I realized I can make a lemon drop martini with gin. Doesn't have to be vodka. That's good. But yeah, and I have to go outside, but I don't want to go outside. I have to go to the clinic, do some tests, go pick up a package, which that part is exciting, but not with the weather like this, you know. And I was supposed to go buy food, and now I don't want to do nothing. Okay, I actually prefer this so much more.
What?
An embroidery.
Are you sure you're okay?
It's starting. I got ready and I have nowhere to go, so let's make a little drink. I just need to shake this now, which I started the video at the wrong time, but it's okay. Cut that. Hopefully I don't spill things like I usually do. Okay. So I'm just making a little lemon drop, but with gin. Welcome to my story of how I got stuck in Ukraine, waiting for my husband to come back from war, but the war is not ending. So cheers to another lonesome holiday. It's the best cocktail ever. I did my makeup to try to make myself feel better. And now I look like a fairy, which is how I normally would look like back in Canada. You know, with at least somewhere I could go. Can't go nowhere. And for all of my astrology girlies, my Saturn return, I think just happened yesterday. I think I felt it happen. It was supposed to be April 16th, it said, but 12th, 16th, you know, close enough. Because now I'm just growing to be so impatient and angry and annoyed, and like the feeling of being stuck is just much, much worse than it was before. And it's like the exhaustion and everything just came over me yesterday. And I'm not happy. I don't have my own life anymore. I have other like stories that I like posted on YouTube and stuff, but now it's been 3 years that I've been in this kind of waiting timeline, but the war is not ending, and now more wars are happening, so I don't think the world is gonna heal whatsoever. And I just have conflicting feelings constantly because I don't know how much longer I can survive being in a long distance relationship or marriage. So it's, yeah, difficult to say the least. So many levels, on every possible level, but here's to loneliness. Good morning. Making some tea. I'm actually barely awake. I keep going to bed at like 3 a.m. or later, and I just can't fall asleep. Insomnia is getting not so good, but my friend is leaving the country tomorrow, so we're going to the gym. I haven't went to the gym in the morning in a while. It's Monday, new week, so I guess let's start it fresh. But if you're wondering why my breakfast is a little sad looking, is because I have to be on a elimination diet stuff for all of my like digestive issues. This is my like 10th time trying to actually figure them out and get that in order. I think I'm feeling a little bit better, but I'm not 1000% sure. But yeah, I mean, technically I shouldn't even be having eggs, but boiled do kind of work a little bit better with me. But yeah, like no bread, no gluten, no lactose, no oranges, no cabbage, no, like there was a lot of things on my list of sensitivities. No milk products, or yeah, I said that, but bon appetit. But the eggie is so cute. The quality of product here is much, much better, so I was a bit surprised why my issues were still so prevalent, but I mean, mostly it's related to stress. I know that, so yeah, bon appetit. Okay, out to the gym. I'm as always running late. Why is it that whenever you're closer to something,
you are then later to arrive. But yeah, I feel a bit more refreshed. Had some food. Oh, I forgot my water. But I think she got me a Monster, so hopefully that keeps me going. I really don't want to buy another bottle of water. The weather is finally beautiful because it was like cold and we had a hailstorm. And there's actually blue skies for once. So that's good. I need more. I'm really weak. After not doing arms for so long. Girl, what the hell? I know. But this is hard. I used to be able to do it on 30, but now it's like shit. Hello. Okay, workout done. I was gonna eat there, but then my stomach started hurting. I really think I need to not drink any Monster. But did they close the? They closed the flower shops. Shit. Okay. But I'm off to get some flowers, and then I'm gonna go to the cemetery. Today is also like the Day of the Dead almost. Similar, so everyone goes to the cemeteries to visit any relatives. So that's the plan. But I'm gonna get the flowers now, stop at home, and eat, because I have to be on an eating schedule now. Because I'm taking all these pills. Drink some water, because I didn't really drink water. And I did do some cardio today, so need to do that. Well, I wanted to get something to eat instead of cooking, but it's all closed. Not on schedule, by the way. So no luck with that. Gonna have to make something once I'm running out of ideas already. Hi again. I had a very, very depressing, horrible day yesterday. So I'm trying to turn that energy around. I need to do just some chores, all of that. I got dressed in a little cute dress. And I do need to go exchange some money, put on my account to pay for some extra window covers, like rollers things. So I need to do that. Took all my pills, all my vitamins, all of that. And I just need to stay off the fucking phone today. My eyes were burning out of my head yesterday because I was horribly anxious. I still am. And I just unfortunately doom scrolled all day, basically. And you know, like it's annoying because I had a good plan. I was about to go to the gym. I had pretty good energy. I was doing my analog things, so I was just doing my Sudoku in my book, and I finally set up my Kindle to read my book, not on a screen, phone screen. But yeah, then it all went to shit, so gotta do my chores. Anyway, I went to do some chores, ask about payments and stuff, but I also went to pick up the packages, and I was just one of those stupid customers. By accident. Yes, basically when you go pick up the stuff, you give them like a 4-digit number, and they go and look for the package, right? So I only gave him, I said I have 2 packages. And I give him the first code, right? And they're like, oh, but there's also a second one. It's like, yeah, he said something I couldn't hear. He wasn't really speaking clearly. And so he brings 2 boxes, but I'm like, well, I don't know. I never gave him the code. I'm like, well, that's the 2 packages. He looks at me, looks at the 2 boxes. He's like, yes, these are 2 packages. I'm like, well, yeah, I know that much. Anyway, I got a frying pan. Should be better one. Bigger with a lid, way more expensive, but one of the frying pans that we have here is not good at all. Oh, that's cute. Oh, finally a lid. Been frying stuff without a lid, and that's not fun. And where's the handle? I have to put this together. But that looks pretty good. I like how they have a little measuring thing, and it's deeper, so it's good for sauces and stuff. This looks nice. He looked at me like I was stupid. Yes, those are 2 packages. But I'm like, well, I don't know if you can see based on my last name or not. Anyway, I'm gonna be overthinking this because I have anxiety, so yeah. Like this. And then the second package, I ordered some food. So this is a small town, and there's definitely no any supplemental foods for people who have issues like me. People here have different type of issues, but I can't have gluten, I can't have milk products in general, because not only that I have lactose intolerance, but I also have a casein intolerance, which is the protein in milk. So that makes it fun. I can't have lactose-free stuff, basically. And so I found a store that at least ships some products by mail. Obviously not a lot, like whatever can be shipped. But because here I went to get some oatmeal, which you know it's oats, so it should be gluten-free. But as we know, some factories, they don't make oats as gluten-free. I don't know what they do with them. So I've been eating this oatmeal that apparently had gluten, which I didn't know, but then I checked all the boxes and basically nothing in the stores here is gluten-free. None of it. Which was upsetting for sure. But thankfully I decided to like search online. I also got some decaf coffee beans. This is really expensive for the amount of coffee beans that are in here. Decaf stuff, so like all the stuff here that's like this is double or triple the price. Also, I finally found some chickpeas because they don't have them here. What the fuck? I don't understand. Not only that, yesterday I was in the store. Well, I went to like the farmer's market and I bought 3 tangerines, 2 avocados, and some grapes. I know grapes are expensive. I know anywhere in the world right now, but let's say that was 555 hryvnia, which is Ukrainian currency. And then I went to get some, ground, not beef, whatever, like ground meat. And then also 3 pieces of chicken thighs. And that was 150 hryvnia. Morally, that made me feel so disgusted. Because what do you mean a life of an animal is that much cheaper than something that grows from earth that you don't have to kill? And I used to not eat meat for at least 8 years of my life. I started because I started working out and I did feel that I'm missing energy and I don't have enough protein. I was not a healthy vegetarian, so definitely was not the best, especially for my developing body, because I stopped eating meat when I was in grade 10, 11. And I didn't supplement it correctly, but that just hurt my soul. When I heard that, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I just bought like 3 things and it was 550. I'll do the conversion here. So that was sad. So what else I got? Oh yeah, I got tortilla chips because again, they have nothing that's gluten-free here or that's not potato. I also have a sensitivity to potatoes, which is fun. Being Ukrainian, sensitive to potato. Got some rice noodles. Like, things like this, they don't got. Because I need to still go to a store because I want to make a chili. There we go. Oats. I got two. That's what I live on, and I also got two different milks, little ones, to try. It's coconut with rice and almond with rice. So we'll see which one I like better. Yeah, that's my little haul. Now I'm still waiting for the coffee bean grinder to come in, or whatever it's called. And yeah, so I want to make chili. That's why I was buying the ground meat stuff. Also because I didn't eat meat for so long, I honestly didn't learn what's what, and like I don't cook it much still, but I'll eat mostly chicken and stuff like that. But chili, I love. But I went to a different store yesterday, not a farmer's market, but a supermarket, and they had no peppers, no bell pepper. The biggest supermarket that's in this city. I really should get better at filming in public, but also there's this thing that people are a bit afraid because they think that you are a Russian spy that's filming locations to bomb them, because it has been the case. So I was already yelled at once when I was in like the main area of the city, and I was just taking a picture of a pretty architecture, and this woman came out on the balcony, started yelling at me, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, she's not aware that there's Google Maps. She's older. She doesn't know that there's Google Maps and you can literally see the whole city on Google Maps. Like, that's not, it's, but she was yelling at me nonstop, and I never really throw that in anyone's face, but maybe because I could have just said, like, my husband's a veteran, like, what the fuck, like, and it wasn't. Anyway, just a weird encounter. I've had a lot of weird encounters, unfortunately. Makes me feel not that good. Yeah, I should probably put stuff away. It's constantly gets messy because there's not enough, like, it's not fully done yet, right? Like, we don't have proper furniture. Like, this should be covered with furniture, everything, and not furniture, but basically like a cupboard that covers all of this mess, and things are just not fully done yet. So yeah, I also need to go to the gym today. I'm still feeling a bit weak after yesterday's emotional crazy day, but I do need to go. That's that for now. Okay, see ya. They made these packages so stupid. Like, if I didn't have nails to break this, trying to just do some activities to just take my mind off of me not having a job. And also, in general, just to keep me busy. And I guess it is the time to just focus on the creative and just not feel bad about it. Like, it is what it is. Life is complicated and weird, and no one could have predicted this, so I have to stop being so hard on myself in my own head. But yeah. Okay, so today on the agenda is to finish the installation of this, and we're changing the baseboard just on this wall for like a white flush one with the door. And we're also gonna install the rolls to go behind. They're just white blackout roll. And then also the guy is gonna try to fix the basement that flooded. That was fun. The pipe is leaking. The issue is the pipe is going through the apartment of this woman who just disappeared, like, and we can't open her door. So instead of kind of closing the pipe off of her from her house, we actually have to just cut it from the outside. So hopefully she never appears, I guess. This woman also left her windows open for the full year. So like winter, all of that, the windows were open. So, and she seems like she's still alive, so nothing, but she just left the apartment not giving a fuck. But yeah, that's the plan for today. That's kind of main things will be done. I'm just waiting for the people to respond about making the custom built wardrobe with like a table. I'll put the inspo pics here. Obviously it's not gonna be like that. We're gonna try to make it as cheap as possible. It's already not cheap, it's custom made. I tried my best to try to assemble something on my own, but in Ukraine there's not that many options, and it would still come out to like 800 euro. This is gonna be like 1,200, something like that, so might as well get the better thing. Hi there, thanks for watching. I am really bad at ending videos, and also this video took me like a month and a half to actually put together. So I apologize for that. To anyone who's actually watching this weird stream of consciousness that I have, thank you. I know it's maybe not cohesive, just like my thoughts aren't. But yeah, this was like springtime. It's already end of June. I have multiple other videos that are just piling up because my issue is always that I film so much, but the editing is causing me so many problems because I'm in Ukraine and I have to use a VPN for CapCut to work properly because for some reason they don't like people to be here, and that's annoying. So yes, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next one.